here they are. The bagpipes have piped down, and at the start, two boats poised for the final race of Henley Royal Regatta 2016, the Prince Albert Newcastle University against Edinburgh University. There's Newcastle on the Berkshire station and Edinburgh on the Bucks side of the river.
And just looking at the Edinburgh boat there, what a good lot of socks they've got ready to, lucky socks to race in. But you know, if they do get this Prince Albert Cup, and that'll be the first time their university has ever won here at Henley Royal Regatta, what a moment for those four guys.
Men's coxed fours, you can see the hand of the cox for the Newcastle boat. That's Michael Roberts. With a name like that, you probably enjoyed the bagpipes as well. Michael Roberts just holding things up here. Wants his boat to be straight and aligned. The final race of a wonderful regatta.
Attention! Go!
Away they go then, for the final time. We look down the course for this 2,112 metres of historic water. And in the Prince Albert Challenge Cup, it's England-Scotland. To put it another way, Edinburgh-Newcastle. Edinburgh on the Buck station. That's the Newcastle boat you can see up close there. And again, the quality of the rowing, the very fact they've got to the Sunday and they're taking part in the final, it's pretty classy, both the starts there.
Yeah, that was a really good start actually. Both the coxswains made sure that their athletes are ready, they made sure that boats are straight, and look at that, we've had a perfectly clean start, and Edinburgh have got into a good rhythm there, but Newcastle again making that early running. Look at the concentration on their faces, that relaxation that I always talk about. You know, they're working, believe me, so hard, but you can't see it in their faces, it's in their legs, it's in their backs.
Yes, we've learned this afternoon not to read too much into facial expressions. We were congratulating a bowman on his smiley grimace earlier on, only a couple of strokes before he collided into a boom. So let's not try and read too much into the smiles and the grimaces. It's an early advantage on the far side for Newcastle University. They've gone a good half length up. Knight in the stroke seat, Haynes, Robson and New in the bow seat. Edinburgh. Schofield in the stroke seat, Irvin, Tierney and Temple in the bow seat with the black baseball hat on.
Yeah, it's definitely warm out there now, but that wind is still going to keep these rowers cool. But look at that, Newcastle, look how efficiently they're using their legs, using their backs. These are heavier boats with the cox 4, so you've got a cox that you're going to push along as much as you have on the your own body weight. So the stroke rates do tend to be a little bit lower, and the length on the water will make a real difference. And it's Newcastle who are really efficiently using that length at the moment. As I hear the crowds, look at that, there's hundreds of people on the bank today, they've turned out, the sun is shining, they're having a great day. Is it going to be Newcastle or Edinburgh who has a great day in this race?
Very still water today in comparison to what we've seen in the previous four. And just having a look at the trophy, it's Newcastle who might want their name engraved on it next. We had the University of Washington last year, getting their name on the Prince Albert Challenge Cup.
And then I think it was Newcastle the year before, so they've been winners of this event already. I'm sure these proud guys will want to take it on, but Edinburgh, they would love it, wouldn't they, to see Edinburgh University on any Henley Royal Regatta Cup. But the Prince Albert, this is the one they want today. And look, they're holding into it to him. You know, both crews, really good, long rowing at the moment. Yeah, there's a lot of this race to unfold.
There is, both very much in contention. Performance so far from Newcastle, but that was not an opportunity to rest on your laurels, is it, that early on in the race?
No, we can just see that single signalman. They come past the signal box, the number one will be shown, the flag will drop, the umpires at the back will be taking the time, and they'll just about shout out what the difference is. And I think about half a length of Edinburgh have had the really good section there. They've come out that early part where the stream is maybe against them, a little bit less of an advantage. They're back into that area where it's more in their favour, and they have used it well.
As good as level now. Edinburgh fighting back against Newcastle. This could be a grand finale to the regatta. Hitting the midway point, nothing in it between these two boats. Sarah mentioning Newcastle winning it in 2014, University of Washington 2015, who will win it in 2016. It's absolutely level, this, isn't it?
Yeah, this is phenomenal. Really good rowing. Newcastle will be watching Edinburgh. Edinburgh will be enjoying this. Both the coxswains at the front of the boat, so they will only be able to feel what the men behind them are doing, and they'll be able to communicate that. They'll be able to see, looking left or right, at the other crew, and what they'll see is the eyes of the other coxswains at the moment. They are level.
Well, this is going to be a sensational finish to the regatta. We've got the last third of the Prince Albert final, the men's coxed fours. Newcastle University going nicely on the Berkshire station for the first half of the race. Edinburgh University on the Buck station getting right back into contention, drawing up level, and in front of the grandstands now the pressure will tell who spent longest in the gym, who worked hardest, who's got the best race plan, who can hold their nerve.
Yeah, and looking there, we've just got Newcastle still up, but it's feet. It's absolutely feet now. And this is a phenomenal race here. The Edinburgh guys, look at that, the concentration, the determination, the teamwork that they need. They're going to have to dig deep. They've already dug deep to get back on side with Newcastle. And look at the crowds, look at the people in the boat, so they'll be able to feel them, they'll be able to hear them. This is why we love coming to Henley. The atmosphere is unique.
Schofield in the stroke seat there, trying to set the pace and set the rhythm that takes them past Newcastle, and they have done that successfully. They are now up. They've gone through the Newcastle boat on the Berkshire station. There's an anxious glance over from New in the bow seat for Newcastle, glancing across to Edinburgh, and it's with despair and horror, I suspect, that he sees that Edinburgh University have taken the lead. This could be a very well-timed performance from Edinburgh.
Yeah, this is a very good boat from Edinburgh, and he'll be able to see the back now of the bowman. It's a classic race, but it's not over yet. I think Newcastle now, just look at them, they've put their rate up. Edinburgh, they still look long, loose, concentrated, but look at that, they're moving this boat. They are an experienced crew, over 2,000 metres. They've done home internationals. Are they going to add Henley Royal Regatta for their university, the first time they'd ever be on any trophy here? That would be a phenomenal story for them.
Well, it's now or never for Newcastle. They've got to throw the kitchen sink at this. Edinburgh University have surprised them. They had the advantage, they had the initiative, Newcastle, but Edinburgh University, they've held their nerve and they've timed it to perfection. They've stretched out to a lead advantage as they come in front of stewards. And one final roar from the bank.
I think we're going to hear
regatta.
Such a roar here. The pipers are going to play, because it's Edinburgh University that are coming through to, and they have timed this race perfectly. They got themselves in the rhythm, and look, there they are. They have won the Prince Albert. Matt Coxon there, up he got. Look at that, phenomenal.
Edinburgh University winning the Prince Albert against Newcastle University. The men's cox fours heads north of the border. And the celebrations there, as Sarah mentioned, we're going to have the bagpipes, and there'll be great celebrations up in Edinburgh.
There'll be haggis in Henley tonight.